Hey guys, it's Chris.
And Stephanie.
Yeah, you're here. So Central Station Toys and CentralStationToys.com, and we're back for another Warhammer Wednesday. And I'm going to teach my wife everything I know. So it's going to be a very short video. No,
And we're done.
And that's about where we're at. No.
That's a wrap.
Okay, so first off, I have a disclaimer. I do need to apologize to all the Necron lovers out there. Yes, they are a pain to put together, but as I got into them a little bit more, they went together a lot easier. I figured out the little tricks on how to get them in there, and I actually have some of them in pretty well right now. So our Necrons, I mean, we did our Necrons with the Chaos Black base on them, just because there is so much black on there. Instead of painting it all black individually, we went ahead, and they're tiny little pieces, so we went ahead and did the spray with the Chaos Black and got a really good result out of it. I like the way my daughter did it, so we've got the nice copper shielding on it, got the ooze rifle going as well, so I'm happy with the way the Necrons came out. And I don't have a full hatred for them anymore. So I will say they take a little bit longer to get than the Space Marines did, but definitely worth doing. And yeah, so that's where we're at. So we are in the rule book now. The recruit manual has 4 missions in them.
And this came with the...
So this came in the starter set. So the recruit manual comes in the starter set. We have 3 levels of starter set. There's the recruit, the elite, and the command. And so the recruit's the basic one with some basic figures, and you can get some basic game going. You can upgrade to the elite or command sets.
Does it come with this?
It comes with the placemat,
and the book,
the dice, the book, the figures. I think there were, I don't remember. There was a number of the Necrons and Space Marines.
And the rulers? And
these little rulers came with it as well. So you'll need those for the game, because everything is dice-based and distance-based. We will utilize a measuring tape today, because it is easier with measuring tape, but the measuring tape did not come with the kit. So it is something that you will have to purchase separately. The dice that came with it are basic 6-sided dice, just plain white. You can use any 6-sided dice for this, and I'm sure as we get into the game, I'm sure they have multiple, you can other things, other sided dice. We have specialty dice here as well that you can purchase if you want to upgrade your game. So the basic game is this: you would play 2 people. One person will be the Space Marines, one person will be the Necrons. The goal is to get your Space Marines off the board. So basically within an inch of the edge is considered winning. So if you get one Space Marine off the board before the others die, then you tie.
So it's kind of like chess.
Kind of.
I mean, you're moving.
I guess
one side
to an
the
extent.
Other, and these guys are moving
to an extent, yeah. Well, you're not. The Necrons are playing defense the whole time in this. In this mission.
These guys are advancing. These guys are staying. All right.
In the mission itself. So the Space Marines are trying to get off the board. So that's what ends the game. So either the 3 Space Marines die, or
they blast these.
They get off. They get off the board. So they're trying to break through this line and get off the board. If you get 1 off, it's a tie. 2 or 3 off, then you win. If they all die, then the Necrons win. So that's kind of where you're at right now.
All right.
Each of them have their own abilities, and those are listed on these player sheets. So you've got your individual rules of how far they can move and what they can do. So with our Necrons, we're going to start off. They automatically can move 5 inches. That's their movement here, is 5 inches. Now you can decide if they're gonna move and they're gonna fire on the same turn, or if you roll the die. So say you're gonna move this guy and you want to move him, he can actually move 10 inches now because he got 5 extra inches with that roll. So he can move 10 inches or he can move 5 inches and then fire.
And you have to keep track of which ones can do what.
Well, these are all the same. These are all the same level. So if you built your army up, then yes, you'd have to keep track. That's why you need these player sheets. so you know what
okay.
each of your characters can do. So
That-
these are all the same level, so all of
Alright.
these can move 5 inches, and they all have a blaster range of 24 inches. So on our Necrons here.
So that is actually pretty far.
Yeah, so they can get pretty close to the guys.
Okay, here we go. So, almost exactly.
Yeah. So these, with this setup game board, they can fire, don't even have to move, and they can all hit their targets over here.
Okay.
So you can decide if you want to move them or if you want to just stay put and fire.
Okay.
And like I said, you can use the rulers that come in the set. Again, an add-on is to buy a measuring tape. There are Games Workshop measuring tapes. There's also Dollar Tree
Do
measuring
these
tapes.
guys have to be a certain place on the board to begin with?
So yes, so the setup is exactly how the book shows. Again, this is missions in the book that are showing you how to do it. So
These are example missions.
these are
like,
example
to get you
missions to get you started learning how to play. So that it had us set up the Space Marines in these positions. They're an inch in basically,
Okay.
and spread out. I mean, it really as it turned out, they're an inch in on both sides, and then the other ones in the middle. The Necrons were an inch in all the way around, and then they were like 6 inches here and 7 inches here. So they were basically on the bins. So.
Okay.
All right. So let's say we want to move, and
this is
you
supposed
do
to be
your
1 inch?
entire move. You do your entire army each move. They all get to perform these tasks. So let's say we're going to move some.
This is an inch, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be it.
All right. So let's say for this battle, I'm not gonna roll.
Using this,
You
so-
like using the measuring tape, so you're
Yeah.
gonna measure it out there.
Measuring just
So-
to make sure.
They can move in any direction. So I'm gonna take my first Necron here and go ahead and move him 5 inches. I'm gonna take this one and kind of do the same thing. Just kind of get in the middle.
So you get 5 moves?
No, each person gets to move. I'm just not gonna take the bonus move because they get to move 5 inches automatically, or you can roll the dice if you want to move them apart. So if you're playing on a big game table, the standard game table that's 6 foot by 4 foot or something like that, maybe even be bigger. You can correct me in the comments below. I know. So we get into the regular gameplay.
That you're learning.
This is the basic mat, so that's there's a lot less that you're dealing with. So I'm gonna go ahead and move all my guys forward and just kind of see how it goes. But you can move them in any direction you want. All right. So now they have all moved. Now they all can fire. They can all pick one person to fire at. The main thing with the firing is they have to be within 24 inches of their opponent. So you can pick which character they're going to fire at.
I shall measure.
You shall measure.
Maybe.
Okay, so let's pick. This Necron's going to fire at that Space Marine. That's within 26 inches, correct? Or 24 inches. Definitely within 24
yeah.
inches. So
We're pretty far
Now-
out here.
we have to see how good he is. We have to see if he fires very well at all.
He could blast right through them.
So Necrons have, with this ballistic rifle that they have a 3+, meaning that you have to roll a 3, 4, 5, or 6 to get a hit. If you roll a 1 or 2, it's a miss. So we're going to start with this one. You want to roll the die?
A 3 or 4?
A 3 or 4. 3 or up, basically, is a hit. And we're firing at him. So you can roll your
Can
first.
you turn him to...
Wow.
Just teasing.
Oh, 1. It's a miss. Man, he's a loser. He's a stormtrooper.
I was gonna say
Okay.
you must be taking stormtrooper lessons.
All right, next one.
All right.
Same guy. He got a 6,
6.
so he got a hit. All right,
All
now
right. Let's see. 24 inches. He's definitely gonna hit that guy.
the Space Marine, he has armor on, right?
Yeah.
So he got a hit on him, but now the Space Marine would roll to see if his armor deflected it.
Okay.
Okay, so
is he protected or is he?
Yes. So the Assault Assessor has an impressive character of 3+, meaning that if he rolls a 3 or 6, the Necron Warriors have ambushed a mighty foe, and that's actually a miss. So I'll roll for the Space Marines there, and it's a 4, so that was actually a miss on that Space Marine, or a deflected fish. Yep. All right.
Okay.
So now we'll move on to the next one.
All right.
So 4, another hit, and a 6, and I blocked it.
Wow. So
now you got these guys, so he can fire at this one or that one. You can pick which one you want to fire at.
Let's try this guy.
Okay, so he's going to go that way. All right.
Yeah.
Roll again.
4.
And it's off the table. Another 4, so another deflection.
Deflected. Okay, now the last guy.
Last guy. A
4.
4, so it's a hit. And a 5, and another hit, or another deflection there. So the Space Marines have successfully deflected every one of those shots. Which is great for the Space Marines. Now, say they did get hit. They can actually take 2 wound hits. So this round, they would only get hit 1 time, or they'd get hit, and then they'd have to get hit a second time to die.
So I have a question with that.
Sure.
Do you have to keep track of this?
Yes, and I'm sure. So if your person gets a hit, so you know that you have 2 hit points, basically. If you can play with tokens or the dice, since there's extra dice, you can just put a dice with him to show that he got hit once. And so the next time he gets hit, he dies.
So you would put a number 1?
No, it's just since this. I'm sure if you have a big army, you're going to have other tokens that you're going to use, and you'll stack them up. So if they have 5 hit points, and you'd stack them up 5, and that way
you just take one off.
That type of thing.
Okay, so kind of like I'm picturing this as like a video game when you have like the little hearts.
The hearts up top, yeah,
okay.
That's exactly it. So, so say he got hit, then you'd put something there to show that he did get hit, and that would do it.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
So now, guess what? We're rotating. It's like a lazy Susan. So now we're going to be Space Marines. Now Space Marines are faster. They can move 6 inches. Or you can raise their level and go further. So what do you want to do?
You just raise their level, just period? You
can just raise their level, and then you get to fire at the Necrons as well. So if you raise their level, they don't get to fire. If you do raise their level...
So let me get this right. The premise of this game, these guys, the Space Marines, are the hybrid human-robot, right? After the human race has been...
I think the space... I don't think they're hybrids. I think they just have advanced tech on them.
Okay.
There may be some stuff that's tied into them, but they are Cuban with
okay, I was just curious. All right then. So now I roll.
So now the question is: do you want to move him 6 inches and then fire at these guys, or do you just want to try to run through them?
Oh, okay. So if you leave them here, then you can.
Well, so you can move. You get to move 6 inches automatically, but then you can roll the die to see how many more inches you want to move. I think for this game board, for this game, let's roll the die on this one.
Okay.
All right. So he gets to move a total of 10 inches. So let's get the ruler.
Oh.
Now you can't run through anybody, and you can't go within an inch of them. So if they put somebody right in front of you, you're going to have to go around them. Now they're far enough apart that we can just run. And I would angle it just a little bit, so we're not running right at him, but angle it maybe just a little bit. Okay, and so we're going to go 10 inches and sit him right there. Okay.
I don't know. I might want to be in his face.
But your next move, you'd have to go around him to get off the board.
Oh, I see.
We're trying to get off the board.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now
him.
Do you want him to go further? Or do you want him to be able to fire?
But he can fire.
Okay, so let's only move him 6 inches. So let's.
Okay.
So let's get, and he can kind of go straight.
6 inches.
All right, so you put him right there. So we're gonna go right there.
Okay.
All right.
So I have
last
the
one.
option either or.
Either or. So he can fire. This one's already done his full move. He can still fire. And what about
Let's
this
get
one?
this guy closer.
So you're gonna roll the die on him, or
Yeah.
okay? So he's going 8 inches.
Okay.
It's a bad roll. Come on.
All right,
Come on,
start
man.
over.
No. All right, so he's gonna go 8 inches.
Because he's got his original 6 plus my 2.
Yes. So we're putting him right here. All right.
All right.
Okay, so now he gets to fire, and I have to look this one up again. So when he fires, he has to roll a 3+ to be able to fire. So you can roll the die to see if he can fire. Ooh, he got a 3, so it's a hit.
Yes.
Now, the Necron warrior has a toughness of 4. That means the target is wounded on a roll of 4, 5. Oh, sorry. No, that's. No, it hits. Yeah. Okay, so now you roll to see if he has to be a 4 or more to hit him. 3, so he deflected.
Oh no, the Necron deflected, right? That's not good.
So, no, I did that wrong because target is wounded on a roll of 4, 5, or 6. Yeah.
So
Okay.
3.
So 1, 2, 3 fails.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh,
all right.
Sorry, dude.
So then you just keep going back and forth like that until one of them gets off the board.
Okay, so now I'm going to the Necrons, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can start at whichever one.
Or you can switch them all. Are we doing Lazy Susan again?
Sure.
Are we going to move them, or are we just going to leave them where they're at and let them fire?
Oops.
Oh, Space Marine down.
Have to glue that one, huh?
No, they just pop in.
Oh, okay.
Just came loose a little bit.
All right.
So you're going to roll to fire, right?
Yeah. Now I have a question. Are one of these guys the bad guys and one's the good guys?
I guess it's like with anything. It depends on which side you're on. Because if you're...
That's true. I mean, if you're a
So
Necron...
when the story tells that the Space Marines are the heroes of the stories and the Necrons are the evil ones. But I guess if you're playing the Necrons, then you want to you consider
then
yourself the
these
hero.
guys are the bad guys and you're the good guy.
Exactly.
Or maybe you like being
It's
the
like
bad
with
guy.
war, what do they say? History is told by the winners. So if your side wins, then you were the good guys.
Yeah. Okay, I rolled a 3.
Okay, so
And he's firing right here.
so 1, 2, 3 fails.
Oh.
So he has to roll a 4 or higher.
All right, guy, you're out. Right here, then,
Okay.
number 2.
A 2.
2.
He missed 2.
All right, number 3. 3.
3. He missed. Man, they're all missing.
Maybe there's a glitch. 1.
A 1. Man.
Okay, we got one more. Come
These
on.
were trained by stormtroopers, definitely.
5.
5.
Okay,
Okay.
he gets to fire.
So he gets to fire. So he's going to fire probably the guy closest to him.
And
And
we
now
gotta see.
he has to roll a 3 to 6 to save himself. A 3, and it deflected once again.
All right.
All right. So now we're swapping again. And you wouldn't have to turn this.
Normally, I would say you would just walk around the table, right?
Or you'd be, well, we'd actually be on
Well,
opposite
one
sides of each other.
side, yeah.
We'd be on opposite sides of each other playing. So now,
Ooh.
so he gets to move 7 inches. Where do we put does that get him off the board though? All right, 7 inches does not get him off the board just yet.
But at least he's past
He's
him.
past him. All right, what are we doing with him?
Stay focused, dude. Let him shoot.
Let him shoot?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go
Right
5 inches. Well, we're still going to move the 5 inches.
Okay.
Because the goal is to get him off the board. So if we can get him off the board. So we go the 5 inches. What about this one? 6 inches. Sorry, he gets another inch.
Let's try to get him off.
Try to get him off? Okay,
All right.
roll the die.
Oh,
He gets to go 7. So but we
one.
can go. Let's see. We can't be
I don't
within.
know what's wrong with
we
this.
can't be within an inch of them, but that's gonna be close right there. I think he's gonna have to come this way. He's going 7 inches. That will put him where he's not an inch. He's over an inch away from them. Okay, so
All
he
right.
gets to fire at somebody. So probably at this guy, since he's
The closest.
right there in the middle.
All right, ready?
So he has to roll. What I say?
4 or higher. Right?
4 or higher? 3 or higher. He has to roll a 3. A 4.
4.
So it is a hit.
Okay.
Now with the Necron, you have to get
Okay. Yes. Did he get injured? 2.
2. So that fails.
No one's died yet. I mean, I guess that's good in a humanitarian. Well, except they're not humans. So. All right. Next.
See, this is why you read. No, Necrons do not have. Necrons do not have the ability to deflect.
Oh.
So Necrons die automatically. That's why there's more Necrons, because they don't have the ability to deflect.
Okay.
So this one was a hit.
Yeah.
And one other was a hit in the last round. So we'll just take 2 off. We'll say that those 2 got hit. Because they only have 1 hit point and they don't have deflective shields.
Okay.
Alright. We're getting this right.
All right. We're learning.
So now,
we're learning.
the Necrons get to fire once again. We'll just keep the board how it is and play it backwards.
4.
4.
This guy.
So he's going to shoot at...
That guy.
Oh, wait. So that was it. So he shot. So he hit. So now we need to roll. So if he gets a 3 or higher, then he deflects it.
Okay. So 4.
No. That was to see if he hit. So he did hit. So now roll again.
Now we got to see. Yes.
Yeah. 4, and he deflected it.
All right.
So you got this guy. He's gonna fire.
2.
He missed. This one.
6.
He hit. So
Is
now
he hitting this one
it'd
here?
be this one.
Yeah.
And it deflected. Oh no, 1. No, he had to roll a 4, so he got hit. So he has 1 injury on him now.
Why?
Because he had to roll a 4 or higher to deflect it. All right. So
Okay.
now likely this is going to be the final round. So we're going to get this guy off the board. He's within range. He doesn't need to do anything. Okay, we need to roll the die on him. A 1 gets him off the board. 3, he's off the board. 1
All
more.
right.
Just need a 1 to get him off the board. 4. And all the Space Marines successfully got off the board.
And now they're going to do their victory dance.
Now they're doing their victory dance over there. You can see the yay. And these guys cry in defeat. Oh, we lost 2 guys.
Our master
Our
taught us
master.
wrong.
All right, so that's mission 1. That's mission 1.
Okay, that's cool.
And we probably messed up some of those rules, but that's the basic of the game. And we've got the book to kind of go through it again. And we're going to figure this out. Next week we will be introducing the Space Marine Primaris Lieutenant, and he'll have a Horde mission that will go against him. So
I'm excited, and we'll be learning.
And we're
more
learning this as we
well.
go. We're at a point where you can start coming into the store if you want to kind of get a feel of it too. We'll play some of the basic game with you as well, just to kind of get a feel of how it goes, and we'll all become more familiar. And if you know how to play and you say you guys messed that up royally, let us. We'll learn it and we'll do it right next week. So.
Or let us know if you can come on, and then we'll play a game with you.
Exactly.
All
so.
right, and yeah.
Again,
that would be fun.
All of our products are available online. You can go to centralstationtoys.com, purchase them, come to the store, check them out. And if there's anything special that you're looking for, let us know. We can order it for you. And yeah, that's it for this week. We'll be back for another Warhammer Wednesday with Mission 2 next week. We'll see you then. Bye.
Bye-bye.